the search for a 5-year-old boy continues in Mbaula village in Giyani. This is after, of course, the devastating floods destroyed several homes there. Relief efforts are currently underway with the humanitarian organization Gift of the Givers distributing essential supplies to the affected families. Let's go to SABC News reporter Katlego Nyoni once again. Katlego, good morning to you once again. I do understand that the Premier of the province, Poppy Ramathuba, is expected in that area where you are in about 35 minutes, perhaps 20 minutes, in about 20 minutes' time. Talk to us a bit about that and how the search is ongoing there.
Certainly, Premier Poppy Ramathuba is indeed on her way. Her office just confirmed it to me that the Premier will be arriving at Mbaula village, which, of course, as you pointed out in the intro there, Criselda, it is the same village where the 5-year-old boy, Siyanda Baloyi, was swept away by those strong, heavy currents. When this heavy downpours began, there was a search and rescue operation that for now has been temporarily suspended because the rainfall remains unpredictable. As it was raining, they had with them K9 units that were sniffling around in order to try and trace the scent of the young boy. So currently, we are on site at Mbaula village waiting for Premier Poppy Ramathuba. Criselda, I'm going to bring in a local here from the Mbaula village just to find out how they are currently feeling as a community. Thank you very much for your time on the SABC News channel. You can remain there for me. Just tell me, this current weather, the inclement weather, how do you feel as a resident of Mbaula? Your area is among those that are badly affected.
Yeah, I'm not feeling well. As a community, we are not feeling well because this rain destroy everything here in this area. Some people they don't know where they can sleep right now. We don't have food, we don't have clothes because of this disaster.
And we saw President Cyril Ramaphosa visited your village, and he made a promise that he will help, the government will help all those that are affected. What do you make of that? What do you think about the president's visit and his promise to the community?
Yeah, President Ramaphosa, he was here. He promised us to help those people with food and houses, clothes, and everything. Even those who don't have IDs, they will call Home Affairs to do another IDs for them.
What did you personally lose yourself? Did you lose any important item during the heavy downpours, during the rain, when the water levels rather were increasing?
Yeah, I have nothing to say because of this. I have nothing to say.
What sort of help do you want?
Now we need help. Already I said it that President Ramaphosa, they will help us they said they will build new houses for us. They will donate us with food and clothes. So
Ge o lebeletse le tlo khona go humana thuso lona le ba mo Mbaula village. Wena o titwa njani ngale mfula?
Antani nga ri kahle an kahle na mina vulavula so a na ha ri na le kaya ku onhakini hi mpfula leyi mati lama khukhule hinkwaswo a ka ha na nchumu.
Ni kumile ku funeka?
A hi se kuma ku pfuneka straight ko va na ku tshembisa ku hi ta pfuneka. Hi tshama tikerekeni a hi tshama makaya ku na laha hi nga ta tlela kona na ku mpfula leyi a yi se yima straight hi chava na ku hi nga tshuka hi tlela kwala ku nga sala ku yimenyana hi chava ku tlela ku hi nga tshika yi vuya nakambe yi khukhula.
I can swinene. Criselda, as you can hear, this gentleman here telling us that there are promises and indications that as a community they would be able to get assistance from the government, saying that when the president was here, he made a promise that certainly those that have been badly affected by the strong downpours that affected this area, that they would be able to get assistance. Just to bring in some statistics, Griselda, as you can see, this is a road in this village, and from the statistics and that we received from the provincial government, 439 roads throughout the badly affected northeastern parts of the province have been badly affected. The infrastructure there has been destroyed as a result of these heavy downpours. The provincial government estimating that it will cost roughly about 4 billion, and that amount could potentially rise in order to repair the damages that have been that came as a result of the heavy downpours. We are still waiting for the arrival of Limpopo Premier Dr. Poppy Ramathuba to conduct further interviews regarding government intervention. Griselda?
Yes, and Katlego, just before I let you go, it looks, completely devastated or very quiet where you are. I guess everybody obviously is inside. You look to be the only person, and the person that you were interviewing that looked to be outside. But I mean, just paint a picture for us. In addition to the search in Mbaula for the 5-year-old, have you seen any other interventions around that area? We do understand that the Premier is on her way there. She'll articulate a bit better on what's expected next. But just talk to us a bit about what you saw just driving around the Mbaula village.
Certainly, and for this particular answer, Griselda, once again, I'm going to step out of shot. It is a bit quiet, roughly. We are reporting next to a local sports field, and as you mentioned there, there was rather a search and rescue operation of 5-year-old Siyanda Baloyi, who was swept away there, and it has been temporarily suspended. We saw that the rainfall was coming down as rescue workers were on site. So certainly it is quiet here today at this very small community, and as you point out, there is destruction that we saw ourselves driving into the village. We saw a bridge where during the week when we first arrived at Mbaula village to monitor the visit by President Ramaphosa was almost full to capacity. Vehicles were stranded. It was a bit of a mission to cross that bridge. And Griselda, I'd like to point out that it is not the only bridge that has been flooded and washed away and damaged as a result of the heavy downpours. So certainly quite a lot of devastation brought in by the floods. Also, what we observed from the houses that were here when those water levels were increasing, you could almost see the water mark right as you look up the house almost to the ceiling level. Those water marks are still there, visibly there, showing how high the water rose for communities that are slightly on the edge, almost not far from the banks of that stream river, the Mbaula River. So certainly signs and indications showing the amount of destruction that has been left by these floods. Griselda?
Katlego, thank you very much indeed, and do stay safe out there.